We have 4 new Divine Timing blends, and each one has a slight difference. And the Balance one is for overall well-being. It's caffeine-free, and it's got shatavari root as the base. Shatavari root supports hormonal balance, eases mood swings, promotes restful sleep. It's also known in Ayurvedic medicine as woman with 100 husbands. Then it has sage leaf. Sage leaf is, if you've ever made like browned sage butter pasta, it's delicious. Well, it's also great for easing mood swings and hot flashes. It's full of antioxidants, and culinary-wise, I love the flavor of sage in my tea. It gives it an herbaceous, light flavoring that I adore. Dong Quai root is the secret of success when it comes to the Divine Timing Balance Tea. It regulates hormonal cycles, improves circulation, eases mood disturbances. And when I say disturbances, I mean when you get interrupted when you're trying to keep your train of thought. And Dong Quai makes you a little more resilient and a little bit able to surf the waves of your emotions. And then there's red clover. Red clover is a beautiful herb. It's a beautiful little like pink flower, and it balances estrogen naturally. It's been shown to ease hot flashes and support bone health. I almost said tone health and support. So if you have tone issues with how you respond to people, if you're caught in the crosshairs of a global trade war and you're trying to keep your together,
I don't like your tone.
if you're trying to keep it together, Divine Timing for the win. Red clover. And then there's lemon verbena. Lemon verbena is one of my favorite herbs to drink as a tea, and it is bright, light. It's great for mood. It relieves stress. It eases joint stiffness, meaning it's really good for inflammation, and it also supports better sleep. These also have chrysanthemum in them, which are cooling and calming, used in traditional Chinese medicine for relaxation. They're great for headaches, cardiovascular support, and reduces inflammation. Rose petals are my favorite feminine ally, and they're great for antioxidants. They're great for reducing wrinkles. They're beauty from within flowers. They're great for balancing mood. They open the heart chakra energetically. They promote relaxation, and roses, because what woman doesn't love roses? And then also spearmint. Spearmint lowers androgen levels, which are the hormones that cause stress and like testosterone. So if you got little whiskers on your chin, spearmint for the win. And it helps aid digestion, calms the nervous system, and spearmint is also refreshing and lovely. So then we've got Calm, Divine Timing Calm, and this one is a great flavor profile. It's like a chocolate mint, and it has shatavari root also, which is a hormone balance support, eases hot flashes, helps reduce anxiety, or has been shown to in Ayurvedic medicine. Spearmint leaf, once again, it's great for reducing the androgen, like the hair on the chin hormones. We're just gonna simplify everything. Soothes digestion, calms stress. It's great for your skin as well. Ashwagandha root. I've been known to say, hang on, my ashwagandha root hasn't kicked in yet. This helps lower cortisol production, which is the hormone that wires you, and also supports sleep, reduces anxiety. And when you get too much cortisol in your system, what it does is it causes stress and it causes inflammation, and then you start to add weight around the middle. So we wanna make sure we're taking our ashwagandha. And milk thistle seed. Milk thistle cleanses the liver, and really it has silymarin in it, which helps rebuild liver cells. And we really have to support our livers in perimenopause and beyond, because our liver is what detoxifies the whole body, as well as if you have hormones that are clogged behind those toxins, they can build up and you become estrogen dominant and get PCOS and all sorts of issues with that. Then this also has lemon balm. I love lemon balm. It's a relaxant. It helps with stress. Stress is sleep and stress put together. It helps with stress. Helps to promote sleep and relaxation. It's fabulous. Then dandelion root, another amazing herb for liver support. And it helps to reduce bloating, and it helps with digestion and hormone detox. Rhodiola rosea, my favorite little adaptogen these days. It helps boost mood, fight fatigue, enhance resilience, and makes you a little bit less brittle, is kind of how I liken it to. It makes you a little more stretchy mood-wise. And then red reishi, mushroom extract. extract calms the nervous system, supports immune health, improves sleep quality. Then there's Tulsi in here. Holy basil reduces stress, cortisol, and supports endocrine health. Tulsi is considered a goddess in Ayurveda, and she is my favorite little goddess. And then cardamom pods support digestion, calm nerves, adds a warming spice. Love the flavor of cardamom. It makes you kissable and makes this tea more sippable. And then Mucuna pruriens extract boosts dopamine, enhances mood, and supports mental clarity. I take that in a pill every day, so I like to drink it now in this tea instead because I hate taking all my herbs. It's just too many. And then we're gonna go over to rest. I love this blend. If you like our Venus tea or child's pose, this blend is for you, but it's also got the base of shatavari root, which is basic hormone balance. It's calming for the nervous system. It's an adaptogen, so you do not have to worry about drinking too much of it because the body can handle adaptogens. They don't add a buildup in the system, and it aids sleep quality. Ashwagandha, like I said, it reduces cortisol. Cortisol is what gets you out of bed in the morning. Cortisol is what you need when you have a deadline to meet. Cortisol is really important, but if you start to get tired and wired by too much cortisol, like I've been lately, right? Like juggling my kid, juggling tariffs, juggling menopause, juggling business, juggling, did I mention tariffs? I mean, juggling everything. Like there's so much to manage. And so if our cortisol starts kicking in and then we can't get it down, the problem is we get tired and wired, and then we get overrun by cortisol, and then we get adrenal exhaustion, which then makes us reach for sugar and wine and all the things that we shouldn't be eating or drinking on a daily basis. And ashwagandha helps reduce that. That's why it's my favorite adaptogen for reducing cortisol, that and Tulsi. And it also promotes sleep and relaxation. Chamomile also is kind of like nature's relaxant. It reduces anxiety, helps with mood swings, and chamomile tastes sweet and elegant and bright. It's like little apples of sunshine is how I like to think of them. Then there's passion flower in this that increases GABA, which relaxes the brain, calms the mind, and improves sleep quality. Passion flower is a beautiful herb. Lavender flowers also help reduce anxiety, support sleep, and soothe mood. And then lemon balm calms the nervous system, reduces restlessness, supports cognitive function. Oat straw nourishes the nervous system. Where is my, I had a frayed piece of oat straw that I was gonna show you guys because it was like all frayed at the ends, like a split end on your hair. But that's like when our nerves get frayed, oat straw actually nourishes the nervous system. So you definitely want to use that for that. And it promotes emotional balance just in general, energetically. Lemon myrtle, one of my favorite Australian ingredients ever, is a bright lemony flavor. It reduces stress, it enhances relaxation, and uplifts mood. You want to think of like lemon balm is like a level 1, lemon myrtle is like a level 8 when it comes to the same compounds. And then magnolia bark powder promotes relaxation, reduces anxiety, supports better sleep. And that one was a little hard to berry flavor-wise in this because magnolia bark can be really potent, but we did a really good job and we made this taste really good. So you can drink the magnolia bark. And the thing about magnolia bark is it also reduces food cravings and hunger. And then we go to Vitality. Vitality is the only one that actually has a little bit of caffeine in it. The basis, once again, is shatavari root, our favorite adaptogen for women's wellness. It enhances vitality, hormone balance, and reduces fatigue. Then we added peppermint, which refreshes digestion, cools body, boosts alertness. I use peppermint when I have a headache. It really helps me alleviate my headaches. Then there's raspberry leaf, which is great for reproductive health, strengthens uterine tone if you still have a uterus, and balances hormones, and has been known to do that for hundreds, thousands of years, really. Tulsi is the goddess of relaxation, and it's adaptogenic stress support. It can boost energy if you respond to stress by getting really tired. This will actually give you a little bit of energy, and it helps to balance cortisol. Then there's Gymnema sylvestre, which balances blood sugar, reduces sweet cravings, and supports metabolism. It's known as the sugar destroyer. Then there's antioxidant-rich green tea, which we love for metabolism, we love for liver, and it has a tiny caffeine boost. It's high in L-theanine, so it's giving you that relaxation. The caffeine is giving you a tiny bit of energy as well. Then we added cinnamon to this, which really helps with blood sugar balance, and it's anti-inflammatory. It adds a natural warmth and yumminess to this blend, and it's blended with ginger root, which really helps fight inflammation, boost circulation, aid digestion. Ginger is also really helps, like if you get like stiff joints, I use it for that. Rosemary leaf in here. I used to get hormonal headaches, and I started taking rosemary leaf and it got rid of them. And so I added rosemary into this. It helps sharpen memory, boost cognitive health, antioxidant support, but I used it. It also helps the liver and supports the liver to cleanse. So rosemary's in this, and then there's orange peel with vitamin C, and it brightens mood. And that one is a delicious blend that has a little bit of a peach flavor. So it's like a little bit of like a peachy, minty, yummy herbal tea, and it's so divine. I've been drinking it for a week and I feel really, really good and healthy. So that is divine timing. These are the perimenopause into menopause teas. You can drink this at any point in your life, but they are particularly formulated for hormone fluctuation, especially as we enter into, our mid-30s. I mean, perimenopause can start as early as 35, maybe a little earlier, maybe a little later. I started at 40. I started taking bioidentical natural hormone replacement at that time, and then I supplemented with all of these herbs, and now I'm going into menopause. And the thing with that is that I have been drinking these teas and these herbs for so many years. I don't get hot flashes, and my mood swings are pretty gnarly, but standard, I'd say, for any woman trying to balance motherhood and a business and life in general. But I find that drinking your herbs, allowing them to soothe you, holding the tea, being mindful, bringing it to your chest, naming some gratitudes, taking some breaths, really, really helps so that you don't have to take a bunch of pills, take a bunch of supplements, and stress out over your wellness. This is to bring you into the next phase of your life with grace and beauty and relaxation and as much resiliency that you can muster. So here's to your health, here's to supporting you in all your beautiful phases, here's to divine timing.